Imagine two guys, Jake and Marcus. Both earn $55,000 a year. Both want the exact same $30,000 silver sedan. They walk into the same dealership on the same rainy Tuesday. Jake walks out with a $299 monthly lease. Marcus walks out with a $522 monthly loan payment. On day one, Jake looks like a genius. He's got an extra $223 in his pocket every single month, and he's driving the same car. But here's the kicker: if you fast forward 10 years, one of these men will be nearly $25,000 richer than the other, despite having the exact same job. Today, we're stripping away the dealership magic and looking at the cold, hard math of the lease versus buy trap. You might want to sit down for this one. Part 1: The illusion of the cheaper deal. Let's look at the seduction phase. Jake's deal sounds like a dream. The salesman tells him, "Look, Jake, why tie up your money? Give me $2,000 today, pay $299 a month, and you're in a brand new car with a full warranty. If the engine explodes, it's our problem. In 3 years, just drop the keys on my desk and grab a newer model." It feels clean. It feels safe. It feels like he's outsmarted the system. Then there's Marcus. Marcus is buying the car. He puts down $3,000 and signs for a 60-month loan at 6% interest. His payment is $522. That's a massive jump. He's feeling the sting immediately. While Jake is out for a nice dinner with that extra cash, Marcus is checking his bank account twice. But here is the psychological trick dealerships play on you: the monthly payment anchor. By focusing only on that $299 versus $522, Jake forgets that he is essentially renting the car's most expensive years. Every car loses a massive chunk of value the moment it leaves the lot. In a lease, you aren't paying for the car, you are paying for that depreciation plus a fee. In year 1, Marcus's car drops from $30,000 to $23,000. He owes $26,000 on his loan. He's underwater, he owes more than the car is worth. Jake looks at Marcus and laughs. Why would you pay more to own something that's losing value? Jake feels like the king of finance. But the trap is already set. Part 2: The finish line versus the conveyor belt. Fast forward to the end of year 3. This is where the paths diverge forever. Jake has spent about $12,700. Marcus has spent nearly $21,800. Jake is still $9,000 ahead in cash. He goes to the dealer to return the car. He has 3 choices: buy it for its residual value, usually $17,000 plus, walk away with $0, or what 80% of people do: lease a new one. Jake thinks, "I love the new car smell. Let's do it again." He pays another $2,000 down, signs another $299 a month contract, and his payment clock resets to 0. Now, look at Marcus. He's still driving the same car. It's got 36,000 miles on it. It might have a little scratch on the bumper. He still has 24 payments left. It's frustrating. But Marcus has something Jake doesn't: an end date. In Marcus's world, there is a finish line. In Jake's world, he is on a financial conveyor belt that never stops moving. By year 6, the flip happens. Jake's scorecard: 2 leases finished. Total spent, $25,528. Assets owned, 0. Marcus's scorecard: loan paid off. Total spent, $34,320. Assets owned: a car worth $12,000. If Marcus sells that car tomorrow, his net cost for 6 years of driving was $22,000. Jake spent $25,500. Suddenly, the expensive guy is the one who actually kept more of his money. Part 3: The hidden gotchas and the maintenance myth. But wait, Jake says, what about repairs? Marcus had to pay for tires and oil. You're right, Jake. Let's talk about the hidden costs. Leasing has ghost fees that nobody talks about until the end. Mileage caps: most leases limit you to 10,000 or 12,000 miles a year. The average person drives 13,500. If Jake goes 5,000 miles over in 3 years, he's hit with a $1,000 bill the second he hands back the keys. Wear and tear, that coffee stain. That curb-rotted wheel? The dealer decides what normal is. You might think it's a used car, but they see a $500 repair bill you have to pay. Disposition fees, you often pay $400 just for the privilege of giving them the car back. Now, Marcus has his own headaches. Once his warranty expires in year 4, he's on the hook. A transmission dies? That's $3,000 out of pocket. New tires? $800. This unpredictability is what scares people into leasing. However, and this is a huge however, depreciation slows down as a car gets older. A 5-year-old car doesn't lose value nearly as fast as a brand new one. While Marcus is paying for an occasional repair, Jake is paying a permanent subscription fee for a car he will never own. Part 4, the 10-year verdict, the 6-figure difference. Let's zoom out. Over 10 years, Jake has gone through nearly 4 leases. He's paid roughly $50,000 in total. At the end of a decade, he has nothing but a folder full of receipts. He must keep paying $299 a month just to get to work. Marcus paid off his car in year 5. For the next 5 years, he had 0 payments. Even with $1,500 a year in repairs, which is high for a modern sedan, his 10-year spend is around $44,000. The result, Marcus spent less money and he still has a car worth $5,000 in his driveway. That's a $11,000 difference on one car. Over a lifetime of driving? We're talking about $100,000 to $200,000 in lost wealth just because Jake wanted a new car smell every 3 years. Part 5, does leasing ever make sense? Is leasing always bad? Not necessarily. There are 3 times it actually works. Business owners, if you use the car for work, you can often deduct lease payments from your taxes. This can make the math much closer to buying. High-end luxury, if you're driving a BMW or a Range Rover where a brake job costs $4,000 and the car loses 60% of its value in 3 years, leasing protects you from the mechanical and financial nightmare of owning an old German car. The disciplined investor, if Jake took the $223 savings every month and put it into an S&P 500 index fund, he might actually come out ahead. But let's be real, most people just spend that extra money on better dinners or a bigger TV. Conclusion, the real trap. The real trap isn't leasing, and it isn't buying. The real trap is making a $30,000 decision based on a monthly payment. Dealerships want you to think in 30-day increments. They want you to think about, what can I afford this month? Smart people think in decades. They ask, what does this cost me over a lifetime? Jake thought he was being savvy. Marcus thought he was being responsible. But only the math tells the truth. The next time someone slides a piece of paper across a desk with a low monthly payment, ask yourself, is there a finish line, or am I just paying for someone else's asset? If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that subscribe button and join our community. We're all about running the numbers so you don't have to. See you in the next one.